Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Kyle Gorney with Stone Transport Safety Committee and driver manager. I have with me Jeremy, another driver manager, also part of the safety committee, and of course the VP of maintenance here at Stone, Eric Green. Today we're going to talk about weather attire, proper weather attire, kind of more prepping for this brutal winter that we could have here in Michigan because it's very unpredictable. So I'm going to let Eric kind of take the reins here and then we're going to walk you guys through.
Thanks, Kyle. So yeah, I mean, it's as we know, there's challenges in Michigan as far as the weather goes and what we deal with, and you know, we're dealing with trucks, mechanical items. So having that proper gear with you all the time is, even if you're a home daily driver, is critical, guys. We don't, and ladies, we don't have we never know, have a crystal ball on what's going to happen out there on the road. Things could happen. We could lose, things break down. We want to make sure we're fully prepared all the time, no matter what, in what we have with us in the truck every day, prepared. And not that we're saying something's going to happen, but we want to make sure we're prepared. So amongst that, when the weather's starting to get cold, and even when the weather's hot, we always recommend, no matter what, you always have a change of clothes with you. Always have a change of clothes in a go bag, a small go bag. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Stone Transport's never going to ask you to sleep in the truck or anything like that, but there may be a situation where you drive 3-4 hours from your home terminal and you end up running out of hours or something like that, and we may need to put you up in a hotel. With that being said, make sure that if you take a medication, you have your medication with you. At least one dose with you at all times in your go bag. That way you have it with you. Wintertime especially, 2 or 3 pair of gloves in the truck. Always have 2 or 3 pair. That way you can have a pair on the defroster, thawing out after you went out and did your turnbuckles and your chains and different things like that. Have a warm knit hat with you. You know, 1 or 2 of them. It doesn't hurt to have all this stuff. I mean, it seems like a lot of stuff to have with you as a driver, but be prepared all the time. A good sweatshirt, a good winter coat, a good heavy winter coat. You know, obviously a sweatshirt like this, a nice heavyweight winter coat will save you a lot. And you may not wear that all the time. You may find it's too much coat, but it's not a bad idea to have it with you nonetheless.
Yeah, no, and everybody knows how brutal the winters can get here in Michigan. We've had temperatures up to negative 30 degrees before in February and January, and you know, you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself from possible frostbite. If a truck breaks down, like he said, and you get stranded, you got to make sure that you know you're able to take care of yourself.
And I want to reiterate from the maintenance department, Stone Transport will always work to get you back on the road as quickly as possible. But sometimes things are unavoidable. Sometimes it may be an accident that happened on the road that you're stuck, and next thing you know, you're out of hours. Obviously, you can use some PC for that. But the bottom line is, we want to get you home. We want to get you home safe. But we need you to do your part to make sure you have the proper extra stuff with you. Yep. And we didn't even really talk about, you know, you could have a hydraulic line break on you and soak your clothes. In the summertime, it may soak your t-shirt. Yep. And you need a new t-shirt. Have that stuff with you. You know, if you get dirty, you know, we all know how fifth wheel grease can spread from one area to another, and next thing you know, it's in your cheeseburger at lunch. So, you know, just making sure you have that stuff with you and good to go.
Yeah, yep, always. And I mean, I can't iterate more. You know, I even carry a blanket. I always have a blanket with me because if it does get too cold, you know, yeah, hey, you like that? And you know, you ever get cold or something like that and you're stuck there, you got a blanket.
He makes a great point. I mean, it's to have something like that with you. There again, and if you need anything when you broke down on the road, don't be afraid to reach out to our breakdown department. We're there. Many of drivers know the situations have happened. We've Ubered guys places. A lot of managers will drive down. We're all over the place in the pickups all the time. We can drive and pick you up somewhere. We'll get you picked up. We'll get you somewhere warm. If your truck's broke down and you're actually broke down, we are going to get you taken care of as quickly as possible. Make sure you communicate that. Don't be that tough guy that stays out there for 8 hours and says, I'm fine, I don't need a drink of water or stuff like that. We don't want that. We want to take care of you. We want to make sure you're comfortable and be productive and be safe.
Yep, and I think that also comes down to our core values with navigating solutions with planning.
For sure, for sure. So good communication. We all understand sometimes we can be put in a bad situation, but if we're prepared for it, it's not nearly as bad to deal with.
No, it is not. And again, we appreciate everything that you guys do to stay safe and be safe out there, and we can't express it anymore. So
we appreciate everybody out there.
Thank you.